There we go. So let's talk about the status of the global market. Many of you will be familiar with this report, and the report will be actually published in September of 2025. All the numbers that we are going to present today are preliminary, but we feel pretty good that we're on the right track with them. So let's dive into the numbers immediately. So preliminary global installations in 2024 basically went down slightly in 2024. 523,000 robots installed as opposed to the previous year of 541. Basically, the data is coming together. There's a little bit more data that we still have to pull in at this point in time, but I don't think this would be unexpected to basically anybody who is here at the moment to see that this has come down. I think what is positive about this is it didn't come down too much, right? It's a very small reduction, and so basically we're still penetrating industries in very, very difficult situations around the world. As we look at how that breaks down, electronics and automotive are basically head-to-head. They change a little bit year over year, but what you will see here is +1 in the electronics and electrical segment of installations, and not unexpectedly, you see a reduction in the automotive markets. I also think that what's interesting here is you see positive increases in pretty much all of the other segments that are there, specifically metal and machinery, plastics, and food and beverage. So good indication that there is still a lot of application and penetration outside of the automotive industry, which we hope to grow. If we look at the United States specifically, again, not unexpectedly, we see the downswing continuing. What I would hope is that we're almost on par with 2021, and in 2021, 2022 had a record year. So I'm hoping that's an indication that maybe in 2025 we're seeing another record year going forward. So we can all hope and expect that that is basically moving forward. If we look at how that breaks down across the different segments, automotive in the Americas basically still remains as the dominant installation base for robotics. It is above in the Americas the previous year, which I also find interesting to see, and is a good sign that maybe we're moving forward. I think in Q4 and Q5, we saw actually record sales in both of those periods, really driving robotics forward at that point in time. In other segments, you basically see a reduction apart from food and beverage, and I think this is another area where we need to focus on for the future. If we look at Mexico, continuing to decline from their high level. They follow basically, obviously, the Americas market, a lot of automotive down there, and a very, very cyclical environment that we basically monitor very carefully. So pretty much what happens in the US, we see replicated down in Mexico as well. And in Canada, down from a record high. Significant concentration of automotive in Canada, and obviously many, many different plants tooled up last year for electric vehicles. Obviously with the EV policies changing, that has had a big impact in Canada, and we're continuing to see that progress downwards. I don't think anything unexpected from that perspective, but I think we're poised for basically growth going forward.